Okay, good morning, everybody. This class is being recorded. It means that the people joining in tonight who normally be on a live class can use this one instead. We are going to start at the top end of our mat, getting ready to move and to mobilise our Pilates sequence. Begin with your feet in your neutral position. All 10 of your little toes are pointing straight ahead. And when you set your feet in correct alignment, your ankles, your knees and your hips follow that line from the floor. And then if you bring awareness to the position of your pelvis or the pelvic bowl, the pelvis is tilted into its neutral position. So the tailbone drops down to the floor and you engage and pull in through your belly button to create pelvic stability, lower back stability. So the idea being use your stomach muscles so that you don't overuse your back, keep your shoulders relaxed and modify anything that feels too much. Let's take chin to the chest as we inhale here. And then as you exhale, we begin what we call the roll down. Now, the roll down is to mobilize the spine. So if you can think of letting go and stretching rather than reaching for your toes. And then just gently uncurl, moving and mobilizing each of those segments of your spine. Each disc stacks one on top of the other. Inhale, nod the chin. Exhale, peeling down towards the mat. Let your arms, your neck, your shoulders, everything get loose here at the bottom. And then as you exhale, slowly uncurl from the tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head. Nod the chin to the chest and exhale forward and downward into the roll down. Go loose here. As you exhale, pulling in through the belly button, tucking the pelvis and rolling up disc by disc. So if you're joining in with this class and your back feels a little bit stiff or uncomfortable, perhaps you only go halfway down to about here. And then you can restack and peel back to the top of the pose. And then as you start to warm up a little bit more, perhaps you can go all the way down. So it doesn't matter if you can't go all the way to the floor. It is about mobilizing your spine. Let's just get you doing 3 or 4 more. Moving with the breath, nodding the chin to the chest, exhaling as you release forward and downward. Gently restacking all the way to the top of the pose. Well done. The idea being that you're mobilizing and moving with the breath. Use your exhale to bring you to the top of the pose, and then use your exhale again to roll yourself forward and down. Let's be loose through the neck, the back, the shoulders. Let's exhale, press through the soles of the feet and rebuild the spine to the top. Let's make this one your last one. As you roll down, let your arms hang heavy, your head feels heavy. It is a stretch through the back of your body. Stay here in this ragdoll position and just let your arms swing to make some circles. So when you circle your arms like this, just let the weight of the arms pull them round into circles. Helps to loosen off shoulders and chest muscle. And then spin them the other way and then just let them move themselves through space, moving and mobilizing. There we are, the weight of the arms, stretching the shoulders. And then gently uncurl, moving the hips first and rolling up disc by disc until your head comes up for me last. Okay, we're going to stand and balance on your right foot. So when you do a right foot balance, you just lift your left foot like this. Now, if this feels challenging, I want you to really work on pressing through the standing leg and tightening through the thigh and pulling upward and inward through the pelvic bowl. We're now going to take this left leg back into a reverse lunge. Now, if you can't lunge, I'm going to show you an alternative, which will be a squat. But if we can, we are going to do a reverse lunge and then into a balance. Reverse lunge. Well done. And then into a balance. Okay, if you're not lunging, if you've got an injury to your knees, perhaps you're going to stay squatting here instead, and you can do a squat into a balance just the same. Okay, so everybody's got a movement. If you're lunging, it's a reverse lunge on that left foot. Well done. You come and stand tall, balancing on your right foot at the top of the mat, and you step it back again. Okay, everybody's got lunging. Everybody's balancing into these reverse lunges or squats if you've got injuries to your knee or if you just need a little bit less load this morning. Stepping back, Deep knee bend. Push through the front foot. Hold your posture at the top. There we go. Make a lunge. Push to balance. Make a lunge. Push to balance. Okay, we're going to do 4 more on this side. So stay with me. Last 4. Bend your knees. Checking that your technique is spot on. So what you're looking for with the front leg is the knee not collapsing inwards, putting pressure on the inside of your knee. As you come to balance, making sure your shoulders are still down away from your ears, and you're standing up nice and straight and tall. Last one, step back into the lunge. Come into the balance. Everybody hold your balance. Okay, so I'm going to spin myself round. You can stay as you are. Balancing here, reach your arms up overhead. Now let's see if you can lift your knee a little bit higher. Level 1, stay here. Level 2, kick and flex the foot. So if you're more advanced, you're going to get your leg a little higher, a little straighter, hold it a little bit more. In the air, arms up, toes up, hold it for 3, for 2, for 1. Perfect. Okay, ready to go. Same moves, opposite side. So let's stand and balance this time on our left foot. There we go. Balance here. And if you're finding it hard to balance, think about really pressing down through the sole of the foot, tightening through the thigh muscle, the quad, squeezing the buttock, engaging your core. Now we're going to swing the right foot steps to the back of your mat, and we come down into a nice lunging position. Pushing through the front leg, stand and balance. Stepping back, nice deep lunge. Pushing off through the front foot and holding your balance here at the top. So every time we lunge, we're bending our knees, but we're not letting our upper back round, and we're keeping our deep abdominals engaged all the time, pulling in. Navel to spine to support, stabilize that lower back. Okay, everybody stepping into that reverse lunge, pushing through your front foot, get a balance here at the top. There we are. So press firmly into that front foot, hold your balance, step it back, all the way down, press firmly through the front foot and hold the balance. So remember that if you're finding this one, troublesome for knees or hips or injury reason, do a squat instead. There will be less weight. So this is like a split squat. You've got the weight distributed over your feet. You're going to take more weight into that front leg. The back leg just becomes like a stabilizer. Well done. Reinforcing the push from the front leg, and you come into that balance. Okay, let's go 2 more. Deep lunge or squat. Into the balance. Keep smiling, everybody. Deep lunge or squat. And then into your balance. Okay, so when we come to balance, again, reinforce the pressing down through the standing foot, tightening through the thigh muscle, squeezing your buttocks to create stability in that standing leg. Take your arms up overhead. Level 1, just raise your knee, stay here. If you want more advanced move, you can stretch the leg out, point the toes to the sky, lift the thigh, reach the fingertips, reaching upward with the toes, upward with the fingertips, hold it for 3, a little bit higher for 2, a little bit higher for 1. There we are, tap down. Okay, feet in neutral. Let's roll ourselves down. You can see they're really enjoying it in the studio. Chin to chest, exhale, down we go. Bring your hands to the floor, step back on the right foot. Step back on the left foot, and what we're going to do now is a side plank arm balance. So a side plank, you can do here, a high side plank. You can modify it to your knees, a half side plank. If you've got any wrist or shoulder issues, you can come down to the forearms. But if we can, the full move, fingertips, palms pressing into the floor on your toes. As you inhale, everybody turn to face me at the studio, and the studio face me at the front. Let's get a side plank arm balance. Perfect. Okay, so on my gallery at home, I can see some of you got knees down, some of you are on your toes. That's perfect. If you've got any injuries and you need to miss out a movement, because you've injured your wrist or your shoulder, perhaps you want to stay in a front plank, that's absolutely fine. If you're in a side plank of any sort, try not to lean forward. So keep your top shoulder pulled back and your arm reaching up to the sky. There we go. Everybody lift their waist a little bit higher. Hold the position and breathe and smile. There we go. Inhale. As you exhale, come round and take your body all the way down to the floor. All the way down to the floor. Release so the tops of your feet are resting on the floor. Keep your fingertips in line with the top of your shoulders. And as you inhale, just rise into a little cobra. And as you exhale, gently down. Let's just do 2 more, warming up your back muscles. As you inhale, lift using the muscles of your back rather than just pushing with your arms. And exhale gently down. One more time, lengthen your neck. Start to peel your body away from the floor and then exhale gently down. Keep your hands in the same spot, tuck your toes. We're going to push into a press up. Now, level 1, do it to the knees. Level 2, all the way to the toes into a full plank. Use your core to keep your spine neutral and use your arm strength for the push. Okay, are we ready? Chest and arms do the work here. Inhale. Exhale, push. There we go. Get into your plank position. And then you're going to turn to do side plank on the opposite arm. Okay, so as you inhale, lift the opposite arm, turn your body, turn your hips. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to show you all sorts of modifications here. So we'll stay in the plank. If you want a modified plank, you can be here on your forearm and your knee. There we are. You can be here. That's a little bit harder, yeah? That's if you've got any wrist or shoulder issues that you want to avoid. Or you can have your knee down rather than being on your toes, everybody. Okay, come round into your front plank position and drop your belly down to the floor. Lovely. And then align your elbows underneath your shoulders and we're going to make some planks. So regular planks, low plank, elbows down underneath the line of the shoulders. Neck staying neutral, chest stays lifted. So you start in a sort of Sphinx position with the chest lifted and the chest bone pulled into the space between the shoulder blades and the shoulder blades pulled down towards your buttocks. Squeeze your buttocks, lift your pelvis, come up into a half plank. You can stay here. Level 1, stay here on your knees. Level 2, tuck your toes and lift into the full plank on your toes. Everybody tighten your tummy, pull the belly button towards the spine, pull the chest bone into the space between the shoulder blades, and think of your body a long straight line from the back of the skull to the tailbone. Reinforcing, pulling into the belly, pelvis being tucked into neutral or pelvic tilt backwards, and then squeezing your buttocks to stabilize the lower back. So no one's back should be sagging or arching. You can have a flat lower back or you can have a neutral lower back. Let's have one more breath. Inhale. Exhale all the way down to the floor. As you come down, align the fingertips with the top of the shoulders. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. We're going to do 3 cobras. As we inhale, lift the torso. As we exhale, torso down. As we inhale, lift the torso. As we exhale, torso down. One more time. Inhale, lift and lengthen, peel the upper body. Don't shrug the shoulders. And then exhale all the way down. Fingertips in line with the top of the shoulders. Inhale. Okay, we're going up into your plank position. Knees or toes. Don't arch your back. Push with your upper body strength now. Exhale, push. Make a high plank. Inhale, make a side plank to me. There we go. So again, we've gone over all the different variations. You can stay down there on your elbows. You can put your knee down. You can do both those things. You can stay on your toes. You can be where I am right now, lifting your hips, lifting your arm, feeling the work here in the side abdominals. Holding positions, building up strength in your stabilizing muscles. That's it. Try not to let your top shoulder roll forward. You have to pull that shoulder back in alignment. That's better. One more inhale. As you exhale, we're going round into a front plank and all the way down to the floor. All the way down to the floor. Bring the elbows in underneath the line of your shoulders and squeeze the shoulders away from the ear. So from that starting position, Sphinx pose, chest is lifted, neck is neutral. Inhale. And then as you exhale, lift your hips. Hips in line with the shoulders, neck nice and neutral. Think of pulling upward and inward through the core of your body. So recruit those deep stability muscles, making sure that your back is in neutral or an imprint, a tucked tailbone position to optimize the use of your abdominals. Stay on your knees, level 1, level 2, you're on your toes. Everybody work on the lower spine, not dipping. Everybody work on your head, staying in correct alignment. You can be on your knees, you can be on your toes, but stay where you are and just breathe. Perfect. So again, a holding position. Think of the neck, staying really straight and long all the way down to the tailbone, pulling upwards, pulling inwards. 2 more breaths here. Breathing wide, breathing full. Well done. Nice postures. And then gently we go back down. As you go back down, take the fingertips and line them with the top of the shoulders. 3 cobras. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, chest down. Inhale, lift the chest. So you're not pushing up like a press up, but you are getting a little bit of stability from your hands. Pull the shoulders down, lengthen the neck, lift the chest. Exhale all the way down. Okay, good for a press up. Let's go. Inhale here. Exhale, push. Push into your press up position. And then twist into your side plank, opposite side from last time. There we are. So you've lifted the waist. You're balancing either on your forearm if you've modified or the palm of your hand if you can. If you align your shoulder, elbow and wrist, then that will be much better for your body. Lift your hips, use your tummy muscles. If it's too much to balance on your feet, then you drop your knee to the floor at any point. Think about your posture, your alignment, the shoulders stack, the hips stack. Breathe. Well done, everybody. Holding your side plank. No one said change just yet. 1 more breath, inhale. And then as you exhale, round into that front plank and all the way down onto your tummy. Fantastic. Stretch the arms out over your head. With the arms stretched out, we're going to keep the neck long and activate the big back muscles to hold the shoulders away from your ears. So don't lose your neck inside the body. As we inhale, opposite arm and leg reach. Exhale down. As we inhale, opposite arm and leg reach. Exhale down. So this is our swimming pose. When you do the swimming exercise, you're stabilizing the head, stabilizing the spine. The arms and legs are providing challenge to those core muscles. They have to work not to let your hips move, come out of alignment, not to let your shoulders shrug up around your ears. So demonstrate good control of the core of the body as you're moving opposite arm to leg. Level 1, stay as you are. Level 2, let's do all 4 limbs together. Let's go up and down, up and down. So again, keep the head steady, keep the neck neutral. As you're moving the limbs, you're keeping the shoulders away from the ears, you're squeezing your buttocks. If it feels too much doing all 4 limbs, then it's a cue for you just to go back to singles. Opposite sides, keep the shoulders down. Last 4 breaths. Inhale, exhale down. 3 more. Inhale, exhale down. 2 more. Inhale, exhale down. 1 more. Inhale, exhale, all the way down. Bring the elbows underneath the line of the shoulders. Engage your tummy muscles. Okay, we're going into half plank. Inhale here. Squeeze and lift up into half plank here. So the muscles you're using are on the front side of the body. Try to pull your abdomen away from the floor. The belly button pulls right in towards the spine. The chest bone pulls into the space between the shoulders. We've got the front side of the body staying really active. Stay here on your knees, level 1. Level 2, let's get you up onto your toes. Everybody show me a nice, strong plank posture. Looking around the studio, all postures are looking great. So elbows in line with shoulders. Belly button pulled in, tailbone curled underneath or neutral spine, making sure there's no sagging or arching in the lower back. Squeeze your buttocks, pull in your tummy button, make those muscles stay really active for you. And you're holding it here just for 2 more breaths. Inhale, squeeze your buttocks, exhale. One more time, inhale, squeeze your buttocks, exhale, and release all the way down. Take the arms over your head, fingertips on the floor, tops of the feet on the floor, shoulders shrugged down away from your ears. So this time we're going to go diagonal pointer. So the same movement, the same idea. We keep the head and hips steady, lengthen and reach, fingertips and toes come up. Then you rotate the arm to the edge of your mat, top corner, and your toes to the edge and bottom corner of your mat. Bring them back in and switch. Lengthen, rotate, center and down. Lengthen, rotate, center and down. Keep your neck neutral, chin is in, rotate, center and down. Lengthen, rotate, center and down. Level 1, stay as you are. Opposite arm to leg, diagonal pointers. So it's like a sort of half star. Level 2 and 3, let's double up. So we're going to go up and out and in and down. Up and out and in and down. Now remember, when you do these moves, it's not how high you can get your arms and legs. It's how well you can stabilize your head, your hips, and the whole of your spine. Up and out and in and down. 4 more. Up and out and in and down. 3 more. Up and out and in and down. Last 2. Up and out and in and down. Last 1. Up and out and in and down. Okay, slowly make your way from here into child's pose, using your arms to push. Take your hips back, bring your forehead down, get a stretch into the back of your body. Exactly. Feeling the magic working, stretching out the back, pushing your hips back, bringing your forehead down. Couple of recovery breaths, and then slowly uncurl your body. What I'd like you to do now is come to a seated position, and then from the seated position you're going to drop down onto your forearms like this. Now if you're injured or it doesn't feel good on your upper body, your neck or shoulders, you can come down to a base position at any point and have a neutral spine or an imprinted spine if you can. However, let's start here on the elbows and forearms. Let's bring the knees into tabletop position. So we're all going to start with the same movement. As you inhale, you're going to take your knees over towards the right side, right buttock. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring your knees back to center. As you inhale, take your knees over to the left buttock. And as you exhale, back to center. Inhale, the knees go over. Exhale, the knees come center. Inhale, the knees go over. Exhale, the knees come center. So this is the move, side to side. You can, level 1, pop your toes down on the floor and do it lying on your back, for sure. If you can, stay propped up, use your stomach. Feel yourself rolling onto the buttock. There we are. And then using your stomach muscles, keep your back nice and strong, twist and bring the legs back. Last one, come to center. Everybody hold it here. Now we're going to go toe taps. We're going to go right toes, left toes. Well done. Right toes, back to tabletop, left toes, back to tabletop. So think of breathing in, down, out, back. In, down, out, back. So the tabletop position at the top, knees hover hips. And again, you can do this one lying down on your back, or you can do it propped up on the forearms and elbows. It is completely your call. Inhale, toe tap. Exhale, back. Let's do 2 more, like this. Okay, more advanced option coming up. Stay here as you are. Level 1, level 2, let's go double toes. Down and up. Level 2, we've got double toe taps. Level 1, we're staying where we are with the alternates. Everybody using their stomach muscles to pull the weight of those legs back to you. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your tummy tight. Keep your chin tucked. Use the core. Inhale. Exhale. Last 4. Keep the belly strong. Last 3. Keep smiling. Doesn't hurt so much. Last 2. Well done, everybody. Last 1. Perfect. Head and shoulders to the mat. Soles of the feet come down. Heels in line with the sit bones. Okay, we're going to go into bridge. So when you bridge, I want you to think about articulation, rolling of your spine. So let's begin. Focus to the tailbone. Inhale, think of imprint and curl. And as you exhale, slowly start to release the pelvis. And then the lower back starts to peel up, the middle back, the rib cage. And you're pressing your thighs all the way up to the sky now. Think of your hands reaching down towards the top edge of your mat where your feet are, pressing firmly through both feet. Now, really important that you're not letting your knees be dragged out. So keep your knees nicely in a line, engaging the inner thighs. So press your knees together so you can feel the inner thighs engaging. There we are, staying knees in neutral, ankles, knees and hips following the same line. Now we're going to start some arm movement. So as we inhale, we're going to take our arms up and over. And as we exhale, we're going to press the arms back down. Now, when you start to move the arms, you have to keep the spine in exactly the same position and not let your hips drop down. Inhale, reaching up and over. Exhale, gently bringing the arms back down. Let's do 4 more. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, gently down. Press firmly through your feet. Keep the thighs lifted, keep the hips lifted. Last 2. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, gently back. Last 1. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, gently back. Now the arms are static, resting down in their start position, base position. What we're going to work on is marching. So if you're level 1, just hold the bridge. Level 2, we're going to march. Right knee up, right foot down. Left knee up, left foot down. Right knee, left knee. Right knee, left knee. Right knee, left knee. Everybody can march, keeping their hips lifted. Or you can hold the bridge, it's your call. It's 4 more. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Last 2. Last 1. Hold the bridge. From the bridge position, start to soften, roll your spine into the floor. The last thing that touches should be the tailbone curving down into the floor beneath you. Bring your knees into your chest. Gently massage your spine. And then show me tabletop knees. Okay, coming back to tabletop position. Now we're going to do toe tap scissors. So like the toe taps that we previously done, but both legs are moving, it looks like this. Right toes, left toes, right toes, left toes. Now, if you need to modify, you don't have to actually make contact with the floor. So you can keep your legs higher in the air like this, level 1. Level 2 and 3. Reaching down for a light contact to the floor. Don't bang your toes on the floor. Tapping lightly. And then again, the rules are the same here. Neutral neck, shoulders relaxed, chin tucked in. As we make these toe tap scissors pass each other in the air, we're keeping the hips really still. The lower back pressed down into the floor, arching. We're keeping the tummy engaged. Let's go 4 more. 3 more. Keep breathing. Keep scissoring. Last 1. And then bring your knees into your belly. Bring the knees into the belly. Gently massaging the spine, rocking here side to side. And then from here, what we're going to do is some frog press. So we're going to put heels together and toes apart. So I'm going to spin myself around so you can see my feet. V-shape, heels together, knees are open. Okay, so the idea being is not to lose the stability between your imprinted spine and the mat beneath you. Legs coming up here is going to be less of a challenge than legs coming down here. So therefore, level 1, aim for the sky. Level 2, aim for the wall. Level 3, just don't go all the way down and lose the stability from your back, okay? Relax the neck, the face and the shoulders, knees are wide, heels are pressing together. Let's start to inhale and extend your legs. Press your heels together, keep the toes apart, engage your inner thighs. Yes, there we are. And then as you exhale, keep pressing the heels together, bring the legs back in. Inhale, we're going to lengthen and push, frog press. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the knees back to the belly. Inhale, lengthen. Squeeze the inner thighs, switch them on. Press the heels, then pull your knees back to your body. 4 more, please. Inhale, reach. Squeeze. Exhale, back. Inhale, reach. Press and squeeze. Exhale, back. Last 2. Inhale, reach. Press the heels. Press the inner thighs and squeeze. Exhale, back. Last 1. Inhale, reach. Press the heels together. Squeeze. And exhale, gently back. Hug your knees. Gently massage your spine, rocking side to side. And then stretch your legs to the sky and then make a straddle. Taking the hands into the inner thighs. You can push your feet out nice and wide to get a straddle stretch. So after those frog presses where you're really activating those inner thighs, this is a nice way to stretch everything off. There we are. Good, well done everybody. Holding positions, not holding our breath. And then gently bring the knees back into the belly, massage the spine. Okay, bring the soles of the feet down, base position. Interlace your fingers to make a little basket. A neck support. Take the hands around to support the weight of your head in your hands. Elbows out wide. Imprint the lower back here now. As we inhale, what I'd like you to do is just elevate your upper body. Lift the head, lift the shoulders, round the upper spine and curl your tailbone. Breathe out, try to come a tiny bit higher. And then gently down. That's it. So lift the head, lift the shoulders. And when you get to the top, it's as if you're blowing out a candle. Lift the shoulders a little bit more. And then gently down. Tuck in the chin. Exhale, come up. Get the shoulders, not just the head. Breathe out, go on a little bit higher. And gently down. So reinforcing using the stomach muscles. As you breathe out, pull the belly button, curl the tailbone round the upper back. Hold it at the top, blow out the candle. And then gently back down. Okay, so everybody is showing me a little abdominal curl up. We're using the abdominals, not just the neck. So you've got to get the shoulders up. We're going to breathe out, blow out the candle, and then gently come down. Don't rush. Take that little moment at the top. Curl the head, curl the shoulders, curl the tailbone, flex the spine, blow out the candle, and then come back down. Last 2. Engage your stomach, round the upper back, peel the shoulders up, get to the top of that curl and blow the candle out before you come back down. Last 1, and I know some of you are wanting to move much faster than that, but keep it slow. Chin tucked in, shoulders round and flex the spine. Breathe out, blow out the candle, and then gently come back down. Okay, take the knees to tabletop. Knees to tabletop position. The same toe tap scissors, but this time around, the option is to have the head in the curl position. So take the hands round to the back of the skull, engage your stomach. As you exhale, peel the upper body away from the floor. Breathe out some more and lift the shoulders, blow out the candle. Keep the shoulders there. Okay, let's go toe tap, scissors. So you're not taking your head and shoulders up and down. What you're doing is keeping the head and shoulders up. Or if you prefer, you can keep the head and shoulders back down. But I want you to feel the work in your tummy, not in your neck, not in your back, not anywhere else. So toe tap scissors, head and shoulders lifted, belly button engaged. No one's body should be wiggling around. The legs are moving, yes. The head can be down here on the mat as we did on the first round. Or it's up here in that curl position that we carefully practiced previously. Everybody's going to give me 4 more, 3 more like this. Keep breathing. 2 more. Last 1. Stop. Hold it as you are. Now we're going to twist. Opposite elbow to the knee. The same legs. Don't change the legs. Toe tap scissors with a twist. 8. 7. If it's too much, just stay with the previous. 5, 4, toe tap scissors, 3, 2, keep moving. Last one, well done. Hello, tummy muscles, there we are, now they're awake. Gently massage your spine, rocking from your right side and left side. And then if you bring your heels down to the floor, engage your deep core muscles. And then let's just practice some positions before we put them all together into a nice sequence. So the positions we're going to practice, this is base position. Base position, feet are flat. Tabletop position, knees are over hips. Okay, now when you come into the next position, you will hear the cue scoop. Looks like this, scoop, flex, hold. Don't hold your leg away down here. You want to hold your leg up here. Opposite leg, left leg, scoop, flex, hold it here. Okay, so this is your position, and now we're going to rise. If this is too much, bend your knees. If that's too much, you can put your feet back down on the floor. So level 1, you might want to replant your feet. You might want to go scoop, flex, plant, scoop, flex, plant. Level 2, you're going to stay here, toes in the sky, or perhaps knees bent. Okay, now you're going to lift the upper body. Now I want you to imprint the lower back, reach your fingertips. As you exhale, keep your chin tucked, lift the shoulders, breathe out. 1, 2, keep lifting. 3, keep lifting. 4, that's your pike. Everybody show me the pike pose. Well done. And then reset back into the tabletop pose. Hug your knees, massage your spine. Okay, so we've got one more posture position to work on. So from your tabletop position, you can extend the legs, or you can have your feet down and reach. Okay, so remember there are ways to modify. Engage your belly, reach to your pike pose on a 4 count. 1, 2, 3, a little higher. 4. Now the belly should be working, the shoulders are lifted, the back will not arch. Keep your feet tidy and start to slowly lower your legs. Boat pose, don't go all the way down. Hold it here, shoulders up, belly engaged. And then we'll come back, reset, head and shoulders to the floor. That's simple, eh? Hug the knees in, massage the spine. Now you can hardly wait for the sequence. So let's begin. But remember, slot yourself in where you can. Try to have a flow of movement and breath. Your back should never be sore. Your neck should never be sore. That means you're taking it too big for you today. Okay, base position to begin. Shoulders down, neck neutral. Gently float your knees into tabletop pose. Tabletop pose is starting position. Engage the stomach. Okay, right leg will go scoop, flex, hold. Left leg, scoop, flex, hold. Start to rise up on a 4 count. 1, 2, keep lifting. 3, 4, there's your pike. And then slowly to your boat pose. Hold the boat, reset, head and shoulders down, tabletop pose. Right leg, scoop, flex, hold. Left leg goes scoop, flex, hold. Start to rise, tuck in your chin. 1, 2, smooth. 3, 4, reach for your toes. And then slowly start to lower the legs away from your core. Hold it there, boat pose, smile, reset, tabletop. Okay, let's move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left leg goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Into pike. 2, 3, 4. Into boat. 2, 3, 4. Reset, head and shoulders down. Let's go. Scoop. 2, 3, 4. Scoop. 2, 3, 4. Pike. 2, 3, 4. Boat. 2, 3, 4. Reset. 2 more. Scoop. 2, 3, 4. Scoop. 2, 3, 4. Rise. 2, 3, 4. Boat. 2, 3, 4. Reset. Last one. Scoop. 2, 3, 4. Scoop. 2, 3, 4. Pike. 2, 3, 4. Boat. 2, 3, 4. Reset. Well done. Everybody pull your knees into your belly. Giving the back a little bit of a mobilise, chance to relax. Breathe. Okay. Take your legs to the sky. Well done. Legs go side by side in the air. Soften your knees. Drop the palms of the hands down. We're going to do some double leg circles. So You're going to move the hips, the back, the lower part of the body, the legs and the waist. You're going to stabilize your head and shoulders. So focus to the head and shoulders, and now start to swing your legs, moving from the lower back, from the waist, from the hips, round and round, drawing circles above the line of your body. There we go. So level 1, keep your knees really bent. Bend them as much as you can, level 1, and make your circles a little bit smaller. Level 2, you can stretch your legs out, but they are still bent knees, please, not locked. And you can make your circles a little bit more generous. Okay, get ready to change the direction on the circles. And again, try to keep the muscle of the stomach doing the work rather than feeling it in your legs or your back. If you start to feel it too much in the legs or the back, bend your knees, make it smaller, and work on really activating, pulling in through your tummy. Okay, last 3, last 2, last 1. Knees into the belly, massage your spine here, rocking it side to side. Fantastic. Back to tabletop position. Same sequence, 6 good reps. Keep your lower back on the floor. Keep your belly engaged at all times so there's no strain or pain in the lower spine. Okay, left leg will lead us off this time. We will go scoop, flex, hold, scoop, flex, hold. Prepare to rise. Breathe out. 1, 2, lifting up. 3, 4. Reach for your toes and then slowly out on a 4 count. Boat pose. Reset to tabletop spine. Okay, let's go. Scoop, flex, hold, scoop, flex, hold. Can we go up? 1, 2. Keep lifting. 3, 4. Reach for the toes. Tight belly. Slowly start to take the weight of your legs away from your body. Don't go too low. Level 1. Reset. Let's see it. Scoop, flex, hold, scoop, flex, hold. Let's exhale to rise. 1, 2. Keep lifting. 3, 4. And into boat pose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reset. Knees to tabletop. Let's go. Scoop, flex, hold, scoop, flex, hold. Let's rise. 1, 2. Lift the shoulders. 3. Reach for your toes. 4. Now keep the shoulders up. Slowly transition into that boat pose. Hold it. Reset back to tabletop. Last 2. Scoop, flex, hold. Let's go. Scoop, flex, hold. Let's rise. 1, 2, 3. Up we go. 4. Hold the shoulders up. And then slowly taking your legs away. Boat pose. Back to tabletop. 1 more round. Let's go. Scoop, flex, hold. Scoop, flex, hold. Keep it tight and strong in the belly. Let's rise. 1, 2, 3. Are we up? 4. Hold the shoulders. Slowly take the legs out into that boat pose. Keep it tight and strong in the arms. And reset. There we go. Keep smiling. Massage the spine. Rocking there sides to sides. Lots of groaning in the studio, which is always a good feedback for me. Perfect. Drop your feet gently down to the floor and then drop over to lie onto your side, facing me at the front in the studio. There we are. So we've come to a side lying position. We're going to start with our knees stacked, our hips stacked, and our feet stacked. You're going to keep your tummy tight and your pelvis in a neutral position. So get the idea that we're never wanting you to exaggerate that lower back curve in any of these movements. We want you to tilt the pelvis so that it's in neutral, or sometimes in an imprint, flat back. We're going to keep the belly engaged and the waist slightly lifted, and we're not going to flare out through the ribs. Okay, as we inhale, we're going to start with basic clam. Inhale, open, exhale, press. Inhale, open, exhale, press. So when you practice Pilates, you're trying to reinforce good posture. You're trying to make yourself aware of the core muscles and how everything moves and works in your body. So we create good body control and body awareness. As we inhale, we go up. As we exhale, we go down. We're trying our best to stay balancing on the bottom hip and not letting ourselves roll backwards onto the back of the body. Okay, you can stay here, level 1. Level 2, let's see the feet come up. Inhale, open. exhale down. So the same move, but all we've done now is just lift your feet away from the mat, taking away some of the stability. There we are. So again, you're going to feel this one through the outer thigh, the inner thighs, around the pelvis in general. You're going to keep movement synchronized with breathing. Inhale, open. Exhale, gently down. Last two. Well done. Last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, gently down. Now bring your legs all the way down to the floor and stretch your legs all the way out. Lift yourself onto your forearm balance. Forearm balance, making sure, please, that your arm is in the right position. It's not a good idea to tuck the arm underneath the rib cage. You want it lying parallel with the top of your mat and the elbow in line with your shoulder. Belly tight, waist lifted, top arm to the sky. Okay, keep your feet together. We're going to make a sort of corkscrew effect through the body. So we're going to go hips forward, hips back, hips forward, hips back. So this next move is called the side teaser. If you don't want to do the side teaser, you want to stay here, that's a modified version. You're working on releasing your tight back and you're twisting the waist muscles. You can stay here. Stay here is options for level 1. Level 2, let's do it. We're going to go hips forward, and then as you exhale, elevate your legs and reach for your toes. Pause, blow out the candle, and control the legs back down. Well done. Hips forward, hips back. Breathe out, hold it here, blow out the candle, and then gently down. Well done. Twist forward, twist back, raise the legs if you can, breathe out, and control to come down. Okay, you're going to do 4 more. Hips forward, hips back, breathe out, hold it at the top, blow out the candle, pull the belly in, gently take the legs down and twist. Hips forward, hips back, breathe out, gently take the legs down, nice and controlled. Well done, Christine, looks nice. Hips forward, hips back, breathe out, and then control your legs all the way down. Okay, you're ready to switch sides? Let's switch sides. There we go. Did you like that nice dynamic swing of the legs? Let's come down, ready for your clam. Right down onto your side, elbow stacked, hips stacked, ankles stacked, shoulders stacked, everything stacked. Pelvis in neutral, belly engaged, pulling in through here, yeah? As we inhale, we're just going to let the knee flow up. And as we exhale, we press down. So you might feel a little bit stretching through the inner thigh muscles as you inhale, open, and then exhale, press down. I want you to keep your hips nice and stable and try to really focus on the movement and the breathing being as one. Inhale, expansion, exhale, contraction. Inhale, expansion, lift the knee, exhale, contraction, bring the knee back down, pulling the waist in, expanding into the ribs on the way up, pulling the belly button in on the way back down. Okay, so here comes the option. The option is to stay exactly as you are. You can stay here. Or option 2 is just to elevate your feet. Inhale, open. Exhale, gently down. Inhale, open. Exhale, gently down. Inhale, open. Exhale, gently down. Feet are stacked, ankles are touching. There we go. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Last 3. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Last 2. Well done, everybody. Nice postures. Last 1. Inhale, open. Exhale, gently down. Perfect. Extend all those legs. Come up onto your side arm balance. Elbow underneath the line of the shoulder, legs stretched out long, top arm reaching to the sky. Try to keep your feet and legs together, make it tidy, and then start to just corkscrew, hips forward, hips back, hips forward, hips back. So this in itself is an exercise which can be used to release tension from your back, build strength in your side plank balance. Well done. So you can stay here if you wish, or if we can, we're going into that side teaser. So we're going to go hips forward. Exhale, reach. Gently down. Hips forward. Hips back. Exhale. and gently down. Hips forward, hips back. Exhale and control the legs on the way down. So try to have that little pause at the top where you breathe out, pull in some more, and bring the legs back down, nice and controlled. Hips forward, hips back. Exhale, control those legs back down. Try to put in that little pause. Keep the muscles under tension for a little bit longer, using gravity to lower the legs nice and slowly, working with the force of gravity to make things a little bit more intense. Yes, you never knew you wanted that, but you definitely do. One more, hips forward, hips back. Breathe out, reach for your toes, pull the belly in, and slowly release all the way down. Fantastic. Come to lie down onto your back. Pull the knees in towards your belly button. Stretch the left leg down and stretch your right leg to the hamstring stretching position. Back of the thigh muscles here. We're going to feel stretching. Hamstring stretch. If your hamstrings are tight, then often you need to bend your knee a little bit to prevent any pulling sensations in behind the knee or in the lower back. So bend your knee if you need to. Otherwise, keep your legs as straight as you possibly can. Holding that right leg, start to make some little circles with your right foot. One way and then the other. Do you get a bit of clicking and grinding, or is that just my foot? Who knows? Make the circles the other way. There we are. Now pull a little bit more into that stretch and flex your foot. So flexing the foot means you point your big toe down towards your nose. Pull with your arm strength. Press the lower spine into the mat. Breathe. Gently in. Gently out. Now gently release that leg and switch it over. So we're going to do a switcheroo to the left side. And again, what I want you to work on here is pulling so you can feel the muscles on the back of the leg actually being stretched. And then we can start to make some little ankle mobilities here, circling your foot round and round, perhaps 2 or 3 circles, and then changing the direction. Do what feels good. Can't get this right or wrong, just what feels right. Okay, inhale. As you exhale, pull some more using your upper body. Flex the foot, point your big toe to your nose, keep pulling. You feel that right in the hamstrings. Try to lengthen the leg as much as you can. So if you're really flexible, a really straight leg, holding your ankle. If you're not so flexible on this particular body part, then bend your knee. These muscles are a bit tight, bend your knee a little bit. Take off the load. Okay, everybody, please try your absolute best now to stabilize your body as you start to go dynamic scissors. So stabilize the trunk of the body, press your lower spine into the floor. Elevate your right leg to about 45 degrees and everybody point their toes softly. Okay, let's have the head and shoulders up in the curl position and then keep your head and shoulders very still and stabilized. Let's go. Pull and switch and pull and switch and pull and switch. Pull and switch. Try to keep the head and shoulders absolutely still. Now, some people prefer to do this exercise with their head and shoulders down on the floor. Again, there is no reason why you can't do that. If your neck is uncomfortable, please put your head and shoulders down. If you can hold yourself with the shoulders flexed off the mat, belly button pulled in, then you're less likely to have any neck discomfort. So try to get the shoulders a little higher if your neck feels uncomfortable. And if that doesn't make any difference, just please give yourself permission to put your head and shoulders back down. Okay, I'm counting you down. Last 5. Keep moving, Barbara. Well done. Last 4. Everybody keep moving. Looks great at home. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Fantastic job. Everybody pull their knees inward to their belly. Massage your spine. Bit of rocking and rolling is good here. Tuck in your chin, rock and roll yourself, come up to seated position. Good, one final finale. This is a favourite of somebody who's on this morning, who's not been on for ages. So I'm sure she's going to, yep, it's you. Carolyn, let's do the frog. Let's take your knees out nice and wide. Now they'll all come round to beat Carolyn up after this one. Take your knees out nice and wide. Now, if you've got tricky knees or this one doesn't suit, you can sit in a straddle pose instead, okay? So don't force yourself into the position if it doesn't work for you. But if you can, take your knees as wide as humanly possible for you this morning. And then take your feet out equally as wide. And then bring your elbows down onto the floor. So if your knees aren't wide enough, it won't do anything for you. So make sure you've got your knees as wide apart as you can. There we are. Holding this position, let the weight of your pelvis push down and back towards your heels. And hopefully now everybody can feel a stretching sensation through their inner thighs. Yes? Good. I like to know I'm not alone. Now what I like you to think of doing is to try to engage your inner thighs. So how does that work? Well, you try to tense the inner thigh muscles up as if you're squeezing the floor with your knees. Everybody try to squeeze the floor with their knees so that they activate the muscles on your inner thighs. I'd like you to continue to try to work and activate those inner thigh muscles. And I'm going to get you to take a nice big deep breath in. Everybody keep squeezing. Everybody take a nice big breath in. Hold the breath. And then release the breath and release your squeeze. Push your hips back all at the same time. Okay, let's go. Inhale. Squeeze and grip the floor. As you exhale, release the squeeze and push your hips back. There we go. Can you feel that you're sort of maybe moving a millimetre or two more every time? Maybe more. Okay, let's engage the inner thighs again. Squeeze and grip. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, release the grip. Push the hips back. There we go. Perfect. So if you're not able to do the frog, what you can do as an alternative is just sit upright with your legs stretched out into a straddle, into a V shape, and just gently lean forward into that stretch. It's not quite the same intensity, but it will do the same muscles. There we are. So now what I want you to do is to just let your inner thighs relax now. Yep, can you imagine? Let the pelvis drop down, let the inner thighs relax and breathe. Two more breaths. Okay, how do we get out? WD-40 is always useful. Hands down onto the mat, lift your torso, walk your toes towards one another, and then start to bring your knees together. Yes, you are welcome. Perfect. Come to get a little lie down on your back. The hard work is finished. And we come just to our relaxation positions on the mat now. Close your eyes. They're glad I had no extra hidden postures up my sleeve this morning. So well done, everybody. Lie yourself down, close your eyes. Take some nice, deep, slow, steady breaths. Breathing slowly and deeply will bring down your heart rate. Breathing slowly and deeply will bring about a nice feeling of relaxation in your mind and your body. Let you forget about the pain. So you come back to the class tomorrow. Well done, everybody. Just a few deep, slow, steady breaths. Breathing all the way in and all the way down, right down to the very belly, to the pit of your diaphragm muscle, right down at the pit of the lungs. And try to feel the expansion as you inhale. As you inhale your breath, makes your spine lengthen, your rib cage expands. Your lungs become full, we get volume in the chest. And as we exhale, it's gentle release. You see the shoulders relax. The facial muscles are all relaxed now. Don't tense your face, your neck, your jaw. Don't tense your shoulders, don't tense your buttocks. Allowing the arms and the legs just to feel heavy now. As you inhale, feel the expansion and the length of the spine. And as you exhale, it's like a deep sigh that leaves you feeling more relaxed, centered. Two more breaths. Inhale from the nostrils all the way down into the diaphragm. Feel the expansion in the body as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, let everything go like a deep sigh. Now bring your awareness to your fingertips and to your toes. And gradually start to wiggle around your fingertips and your toes. Bringing energy slowly back into the body. And when you feel you're ready to, you can bring yourself to a seated, comfortable pose. So again, if you're joining in, this class is a recording. Just come to a seated position. Lengthen your spine. Well done. Relax the shoulders. Lengthen your neck. And as we inhale, we'll all reach and rise. Take a big stretch up. Bring your hands together overhead. And as you exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Let your thumbs press against your chest. And gently bow your head. And then give yourself a big well done. Well done, those of you joining me in studio, in person, live this morning. Well done, live Zoomers at home. And well done to anybody who is catching up on this one. Well done. Good work. I'm going to now say goodbye. And I'll switch off my record. And then I will unmute.